The room was silent except for the faint hum of an air conditioner, the kind of silence that comes not from peace but from distance. Across the dining table sat two men who shared the same blood but lived in two entirely different worlds: Michael, a 68-year-old retired banker who had worked his way up from poverty, and his grandson Arjun, a 25-year-old content creator trying to build his future in a digital world his grandfather barely understood. Michael looked at his grandson's laptop screen, confused by the rapid flashes of video clips and analytics dashboards. "So, people pay you to do this? To, what, edit videos and post them online?" His tone wasn't harsh, but it was heavy with disbelief. Arjun exhaled sharply, trying to keep calm. "It's more than posting videos, Grandpa. It's about building an audience, creating a brand, monetizing attention. This is the new economy." Michael shook his head, muttering something about real jobs and stable careers. The divide between them wasn't just about technology, it was about trust, values, and the way each generation had been shaped by their own battles. Michael's world had been one of scarcity. He had grown up during the tail end of an industrial boom, where success was measured in decades of loyalty to one company, saving every penny, and climbing ladders rung by rung. His scars were from recessions and layoffs, where survival meant putting food on the table and dreaming small but safe. Arjun's world was different, borderless, fast, and filled with both possibility and uncertainty. He had grown up with the internet at his fingertips, where the gatekeepers of opportunity had been replaced by algorithms and virality. For him, the greatest risk wasn't failure, it was irrelevance. And that was the heart of their clash, one man who believed security was everything, and another who believed freedom was. The tension built one evening when Michael finally lost his patience. "You're gambling your future on strangers clicking a button. What happens when it all dries up? When the algorithm changes? What then?" His voice cracked with frustration, but also with fear. Arjun slammed his laptop shut. "What happens when you spend your whole life in a cubicle, retire with a pension, and realize you never lived? What then, Grandpa?" The words hung in the air like smoke. Both of them stared at each other, angry but wounded, neither wanting to admit that the other had touched something true. It was Arjun's mother, Michael's daughter, who finally stepped in. She pulled them into the living room and said, "Do you two even realize you're fighting the same battle? You're just wearing different uniforms." Her words stopped them. Michael remembered his own father, an immigrant who once told him, "I came here so you wouldn't have to struggle the way I did." He had taken that to heart, working tirelessly so his children would never go hungry. Now, he realized, Arjun was doing the same thing, fighting F.